All right, welcome back, everybody. Oh, I forgot to change things. All right. Zverev. He is taking on Griekspoor in our yearly 5-set classic between these two. Every year they play a 5-set classic, it seems. But, yeah, we're going to have a look and see whether or not today is also one of those days. They played a bunch. I think they actually played earlier this year where Griekspoor got his first win. They played it last year. Griekspoor was like 5-1 up in the third, and unfortunately, he lost, which was a bit of a disappointment. But let's see if he can recover from that today and try and get revenge over Zverev. Winner of this will take on the winner of Djokovic and Norrie. So that is fun. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? What is happening? All schedule came out for tomorrow. And they start at 11 a.m. I don't recall Grand Slam starting at 11 a.m., but they do for this one. So we're starting first thing in the morning tomorrow, watching the women's quarterfinals, and then the men's night session is Paul versus Alcaraz, obviously. But yeah, it's a little strange that we start like first thing in the morning. I was not expecting that. I was hoping it wasn't going to have that. We weren't going to have that. But French Open do it different. 11 a.m. start. All right, players about to walk in on court. And then we will get started. Oh, pardon me. All right. Cool. Griekspoor may take this one. I think Zverev wins in 4. Or at least Zverev should win in 4. I think anything more would be anything worse than that. It's 7-2, the head-to-head. Last time they played, Zverev got the win in Munich in a close 3-setter. Last year, Roland Garros, like I said, they played a 5-set epic. They played a 3-setter in Indian Wells where Griekspoor got the win. Every single match they've played in their last 5 matches has been 1 tiebreak, at least. In their last 2 matches, there have been 2 tiebreaks. And in 3 of their last 4 matches, it's been 2 tiebreaks. So, a lot of tiebreaks, expected to have a tiebreak at least. Or it's going to be... The only time that Zverev has won easily was 2021 first round French. Wimbledon was easy win, which is weird because you'd think Griekspoor would be more dangerous on grass. But ever since that win, it's been close. So... And they played 4 times last year. They played 3. This is the 3rd time they played this year. So these guys play each other a lot. They meet a lot. So 2023, they played in Rotterdam. They played in Toronto. And then 2024, Indian Wells, Roland Garros, Shanghai, and Paris indoors. And then this year, Indian Wells, Munich, Roland Garros. So they are very familiar with each other's games. It's funny because Zverev won in Indian Wells in 24, and then Griekspoor got the revenge win this year in 25. Last year, Zverev won Roland Garros in 5. Does Griekspoor get revenge over that loss at Roland Garros 25? We'll see. We'll see. But I would be shocked if this wasn't 5. If this, so at least 4, 4 sets minimum. If it's a straight sets, it would be a letdown. Ten tie breaks between them. Yeah, it's brutal. Brutal. Griekspoor in 4, okay. Don't mark your words. All right, words unmarked. Zverev in 4, you reckon? 5-hour long match loading? Yep, match loading, long, yeah, whatever. Whatever you said. That's what I meant to say. All right. So Nori Djokovic comes on after Pegula, and Pegula is already up a break in her match, so that's fun. Whoever wins the first set wins the match, you reckon? Okay. When did Zverev and Djokovic play last time? Australian Open, and it was one set that was very close, and then, of course, Djokovic had to retire. So it'd be nice to get them against each other again. And also, Boysen has just broken back, so we'll keep an eye on the Pegula score as well. All right. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Who is the last player to complete 52 weeks at number 1 in the world? Consecutively? Probably Djokovic. Probably Nole. I think it's Nole, right? All right. They're about to begin. Okay. Random question. Has there ever been a professional player that has become an umpire after retiring? I think some of the umpires... I want to say there was an Australian umpire that was a former player. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking cricket. Maybe I'm thinking of cricket. I'm sure there has been. I'm sure there is like a... Not like a, you know, like a top player, I don't think. But I'm sure there is like somebody. This is the 4th round. But I'm sure there's somebody who did that. Desperate times, Cam's calling a Zverev match. What do you mean? We watched Zverev. When he plays players that we know can make it interesting. What are you giving me shit for? Wait until we don't watch Draper. Save it for not watching Draper. All right. Wait until we watch Eala's doubles instead of Draper. Just wait until we watch a doubles 125 instead of Draper. Watch the chat go crazy for that. I mean, not saying I'm not saying we're doing it, but I'm just saying. I'm saying that there's a possibility. But I haven't made my decision yet. All right. We haven't watched Zverev at all this week, so it's about time we watched him because he might lose. Okay. Last few warm-ups. Here we go. We're ready to go. Who you got, chat? I'm going to go with Zverev in 4. But I also could see Zverev losing in 4. As Zverev hits it in the net, love 15. Griekspoor serving first. Sorry, 15 love. Apparently I'm feeling this Aussies this morning. Took boys in plus 5.5. Apparently I'm feeling this Aussies this morning. What's that mean? All right. First serve was a fault, second serve. There's a return. Nope. Dirty love. Dirty love. There's a bit of fault from Griekspoor. Second serve. Serve into the corner is Zverev. Griekspoor backhand to the backhand is Zverev. Into the corner, Griekspoor is Zverev on the stretch. Goes in the corner, Griekspoor, who hits it in the net, 30-15. I'll tell you this much, Griekspoor plays quick, so I'm glad, like, this match is not, well, hopefully not going to go slow, but Griekspoor plays quick. So hopefully him playing quick will mean that this match will not be slow. Oh, loving the Aussies, I mean, okay. All right, 30-15. Zverev returns to forehand to Griekspoor. Zverev with a forehand on the stretch. Goes long, 40-15. I mean, Zverev hasn't had the greatest clay court season, so Griekspoor winning wouldn't be out of the question, right? It could happen, right? Right? It could happen. As a return goes in, the forehand to Griekspoor. Backhand now from Zverev. As Griekspoor backhand again to the backhand of Zverev. In the backhand Griekspoor. Oh, what a winner by Griekspoor down the line. That's a rocket. All right, one love. Griekspoor. What a start. Took Griekspoor plus 450. I mean, look. I feel like if Zverev's going to lose to anybody, this guy could be the guy. Definitely no guarantees with Sasha at the moment. His shirt is literally the same color as the ball. Isn't that illegal? I thought that was illegal. All right, one love Griekspoor. Zverev serves. Into the slice of Griekspoor. Return the net. Good serve, Sasha. 15 love. How well do you think Pirikar will perform on grass? I reckon it will be... if he serves well, he'll be very good. What about Nole versus Zverev? Who's going to win the potential quarterfinals? Nole. I made a prediction, and I said Djokovic is going to make the semis, which means he has to get through Zverev. And that means I picked Djokovic to beat Zverev. Okay. Interesting. Anyways, Griekspoor with a lovely drop shot winner. 15 all. Serve again. An ace by Zverev. $30-15. We're going to serve again. The fault. Second serve. As Zverev double faults, and it's 30-all. As we're back in now to the slice of Griekspoor. Zverev with a forehand to the backhand again of Griekspoor. Into the forehand of Zverev as Griekspoor. Backhand again, the forehand of Zverev into the backhand of Griekspoor. And Zverev, another forehand into the Griekspoor backhand. He puts it in the net, 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. Zverev serves a let. We're going to serve. Into the forehand of Griekspoor. Return goes to forehand of Zverev. Griekspoor backhand. To the backhand of Zverev as Griekspoor slice. Into the forehand of Zverev. Griekspoor with the forehand again to the forehand of Zverev. Into the forehand of Griekspoor. Zverev down the line to the backhand slice of Griekspoor. Zverev with another forehand. Into the backhand of Griekspoor on the stretch. Zverev, forehand cross goes wide. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. All right. Griekspoor with a lovely drop shot again. That's twice in the game. And he gets to a break point. Zverev serves. No, he doesn't. And Zverev serves a fault, second serve. Serving the forehand of Griekspoor, backhand from Zverev. As Griekspoor slice. Goes to the forehand of Zverev. Griekspoor backhand again. Into the backhand of Zverev as Griekspoor slice. Into the forehand of Zverev. Into the backhand of Griekspoor, who hits it in the net. We're back to deuce. Now, Griekspoor not taking chance against Zverev has been a thing. That's been a definite thing. All right, deuce. There's a default from Zverev, second serve. As the return goes back, and Zverev sliced Griekspoor. Another drop shot, but Zverev gets this one and hits it long. Advantage Griekspoor. Advantage Griekspoor. Advantage Griekspoor. As the return goes to forehand, Zverev. Griekspoor forehand. Into the forehand, Zverev is Griekspoor with a drop shot again. And Zverev gets it, but Griekspoor volleys it away. Wow. So many drop shots by Griekspoor in that game. 2-love. He gets the break. All right, 2-love. As Zverev hits it out, 15-love. Drop Spore, that's it. Good old Drop Spore. 15-love. All right, Zverev gets a point, 30-all. All right, 30-15. Good serving by Griekspoor. All right, serve out wide to the back of Zverev. Return the net, 40-15. Griekspoor for a 3-love lead. As the return goes out by Zverev, 3-love Griekspoor. He's cruising. 3-0. Okay. Prediction for this match, I said Zverev in 4. That is my prediction. Okay. 3-love in 13 minutes. Is it a fault from Zverev, second serve? As Griekspoor slices it down the line. Zverev with a forehand winner. 15 love. Now 15 love. As with a forehand from Griekspoor to the backhand of Zverev. Backhand from Griekspoor again, the backhand of Zverev as Griekspoor forehand into the forehand of Zverev. And the backhand again from Griekspoor into the forehand of Zverev. Griekspoor slice on the stretch. Goes long. Zverev, it's time to step up now. He's trying. The return goes to forehand of Zverev. Slice from Griekspoor into the backhand of Zverev. The backhand of Griekspoor is Zverev backhand again to the forehand of Griekspoor. Into the forehand of Zverev on the stretch. Goes long. And it's 30-15. $30-15. As that goes out by Griekspoor, 40-15. All right, game Zverev, 1 love, 1-3, 1 love, 1-3. Okay, there's Griekspoor in the net. Love 15. Love 15. As Zverev gets to love 30. Love 30. As Griekspoor 15-30. And then he's serving volleys, but Zverev's going to get there with a forehand. Oh, good volley for Griekspoor there. Slice from Zverev. Topspin from Zverev. Good. Griekspoor with great hands at the net as Zverev hits a backhand cross-court winner eventually. Tell you what, Griekspoor should have lost that point 3 times. But he hung on until the last shot hits a little bit deeper. That might have been a winner. Anyways, break points, Zverev, 15-40. As the return goes in the back into Griekspoor. Griekspoor in the net. We're back on serve. 3-2. Did you know that Roland Garros has a Facebook page and are using your phrases and nicknames for the players? Are they? Are they really? Hang on, let me check. What do they say? How weird is that? If that's true. I don't know what's going on. What are they saying? What nicknames are they using? I mean, Dasher is nothing. I didn't come up with Dasher. Dasher's normal. Everybody says Dasher. What ones are they doing? What are they? What nicknames have they gone with? All right, 3-2. We're back on serve. All right. It's your Aussie turn of phrase. Okay. But what nicknames and stuff are they saying? I mean, I'll take it as a compliment if they're using our language. It's kind of crazy that that would be a thing. That Roland Garros would use any words that come out of my mouth. I always believe in Sasha. Nice. Well, he is back on serve. But see, Chad, I'm finding, I don't know if you find this with social media, but I feel like it's a very, like when I'm on Instagram, I see that, like, I find that it's a lot of like recycling of recycling of ideas. It's not really like, I don't see, especially from like big companies and stuff, it's all the same, but it's like slightly tweaked. Like, it's not, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I see much, like, it's always like, oh, I saw that from this other thing, but it was the same post, but it was just like slightly different for a different reason. Like, it was like, oh, I saw that for basketball, but now I see it for tennis, right? Like, I see a lot of that on Instagram. But again, it's just like, that's just how social media is. It's just sort of like, I guess you see things and you go, okay, well, I'm going to, so if they're using anything we say, that's fun. But I can't see anything that they're saying that I say. I mean, look, the thing is, they should just call me and I should just be at Paris right now. Just take me to Paris. There's no new ideas. Exactly. Yeah. Nothing's new, but yeah. I mean, I think YouTube's the same. Like, I see on YouTube, I'll see like a lot of like streamers that I watch do the same video, right? But but they're doing it. Like, so many people copy what Mr. Beast does, right? And they just do their own version of that. And you're like, okay. So, movies. I mean, like everything kind of just whatever everybody's wanting to watch at the time, you know? Whatever everybody likes at the time. You just kind of, everyone just goes with that, you know? 4015. Stop saying like it's ruining your speech. Stop correcting me. I can say like if I like to like. Like. Yeah, Fiona, I'm still trying to find something. Are you sure it's on their posts? I can't see anything. Anyways, 3-0 Zverev levels. What specifically did you see? All right. 15 love. All right, backhand down the line from Griekspoor goes long, and it's 15 all. Sorry, Fiona, I know you've probably written something, but I missed it. They said Alcaraz doing Alcaraz things. Yeah, I feel like that's such a common thing that people say now. See, the funny thing is with that, right? I don't recall hearing anyone say that before I said it. Maybe I did in the back of my mind. And it just kind of, you know, when you hear something and you think, like, maybe I heard it in passing, but I can't recall. We used that for Rafa doing Rafa things, and then we adopted it for everything else, right? So maybe somebody heard Rafa doing Rafa things, they heard it from, and then they used it, and then they said something, and then someone else said something, and then then they heard it, right? I feel like Goat doing Goat things, Rafa doing Rafa things, like so many people say that now, or so many people use that, like, you know, this doing this thing, right? Or player doing player things, right? I feel like it's just such a common thing to say now, which is why I don't say it that much, because I'm like, oh, everyone says that shit now. And it only really was fun when Rafa doing Rafa things. That was the best. Like, that was always the, because we knew what that meant, right? Because not to break down my speech, but the reason why I say that is because we know what that means. You know, we know what Rafa things are. We know what Rafa does. You know, Rafa doing Rafa things makes so much sense because we're like, when you think of a Rafa thing, you're like, oh yeah, I know what you're saying. He did that forehand, or he went around the net, or he did this and that. Whereas Alcaraz doing Alcaraz things, it's like, we don't know what Alcaraz things are yet. He's just getting started. He doesn't have a thing yet, right? So it kind of makes sense to say Alcaraz doing Alcaraz things. Novak doing Novak things, I mean, yeah, that could mean, you know, doing the splits on a backhand. It could hitting a ridiculous winner, eating the grass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we know what Novak things are. I feel like Alcaraz isn't a thing. Alcaraz things aren't a thing yet. But Rafa doing Rafa things, that's the original. And I feel like it kind of retired when Rafa did, you know? When Rafa left, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like saying that anymore. It's not as fun to say when Rafa's not around. But we know what Rafa things are. You know, you can picture what I'm thinking when I say Rafa doing Rafa things. You can go, oh, yeah, I know what that is. So, I mean, but yeah, again, it is what it is. Is that all they said? That's fair. I feel like a lot of people have used that before. Anyways, advantage Zverev. Advantage Zverev. It's just recycled nonsense. What is? Alcaraz doing Alcaraz things. As we return now to the forehand of Griekspoor. Forehand from Zverev to the backhand of Griekspoor. Hits another drop shot, but this one's in the net. And now Zverev is up. He's up 4-3. He was down 3-love. Griekspoor making a lot of errors. And now Zverev takes the lead. You know what we should start saying? I should start swearing a lot more in what the catchphrases, because they'll never use those. I'll just start throwing in like F-bombs and stuff. I'll just go full Australian. They'll never use those. He fucking did it. They'll never say that. Imagine they put that in a post. Oh shit, we can't say that. All right, 4-3. Let's fucking go. They never use that. Yeah, we got demonetized. Worth it. Worth it. But yeah, thanks Fiona for pointing that out. It is strange. It is strange. Yeah. Either two things, chat. Either the tournaments are watching and they're kind of hearing things that we're talking about and hearing things that we say, and they pick up on that, and the social media teams from the tournaments are listening to the streams and they're grabbing, oh, that's a really cool thing. We're going to use that phrase. Or I'm not original, or there's no originality, and everyone has the same ideas. So it's probably the second one. It's not that original. Rafa doing MFing Rafa shit. Exactly. Yeah, let's take it to the extreme. They'll never use that. All right, Griekspoor in the net, 15-love. But look, if anybody has gone and decided to take inspiration from the streams through my words and used it in their social media posts, that's cool. I don't own words. 15-love. It's cool. 15-love. As we're back in the net from Griekspoor, 30-love. Djokovic versus Zverev. Zverev will win 4, you reckon? Okay. But calling Monfils Le Monf is totally you. I don't think so. Le Monf has I don't know who came up with Le Monf, but I feel like Le Monf's kind of a normal Le Monf. I mean, I don't think I came up with that at all. I don't know where I heard Le Monf, but Le Monf is his nickname, isn't it? I thought that was just his common nickname. It's like saying Dasher. It's like we know everyone calls her Dasher, right? I don't think Le Monf is original for me. I didn't make that up. I heard it somewhere. A nickname Cam Maverick back in the day. He's great. Respect. Hey, thank you, Elbow. That's nice to hear. Maverick's the one that didn't die. Goose died, right? Anyways, Zverev is a winner and it's 5-3. Le Monf's his UTS name? Yeah, but I feel like Le Monf's been his name forever. Djokovic isn't playing, Lucas, so that's why they're not showing Djokovic yet. Yeah. I mean, look, I definitely use nicknames way more than they do on TV, for sure. Like, I use nicknames as their real names, right? Because that's just how we do it, right? I call him Le Monf, I say Dasher. I don't say their formal names. Way more. So I use the nicknames more than maybe. So you hear it more from me, because I'm saying it all the time. 15. Like I call Sasha, we say Nole. What else do we say? I mean, Benny Biceps is ours. If anyone says Biceps Shelton, you know that came from us. Benny Biceps is ours. Don't you get that twisted. We've been calling him Biceps ever since he flexed that first time back 3 years ago. Fonzie, yeah, we call it Fonz. Demon. All right, 30 love. GMP. Yeah, GMP. 40-15. Sorry, 30-15. Good return from Sasha. All right, James. Meow Meow. Yeah, Meow Meow is original here. Nobody calls Kecmanovic Meow Meow. That is literally our... That came from here. No one in their right mind would call somebody Meow Meow. If you ever hear anyone say that, you know where that came from. That is not... There's no way that anybody in their right mind would be nicknaming someone Meow Meow, because I only call him Meow Meow because I can't pronounce his first name and I am an idiot. So that's why... If you can pronounce Kecmanovic's first name, then you shouldn't be using Meow Meow, because I use it because I can't speak properly. 5-4. Meow Meow comes from here. If the French Open starts saying Meow Meow, you know that they listen. That is straight from my mouth to your ears, chat. That's what that is. Meow Meow is 100% from here. Nobody says that. Lucetti, we don't use it. We retired Lucetti because Musetti wins. So Big Foe is he came up with that. We just adopted it. Big Foe, we use that name, yeah, for sure. PCB, RBA, anyone with an abbreviation we use. You called Jumho Tumor. Well, the funny thing is, Zuma's his nickname we came up with in 2019 was called Bobby Zuma, because I couldn't pronounce it. But 2019, if you remember 2019, if you were there for that, Bobby is Zumher's nickname, because I couldn't pronounce his last name. Everybody's going to give me shit for it. So I called him Zuma, and then I just went Bobby Zuma. That's his name. His name's Bobby Zuma. And that's his nickname, is Bobby, because I couldn't pronounce his last name, so I just went, and everyone was making fun of me. All right. Great serve for Sasha, who's trying to win the first set here, 15 love. Only, super OGs would remember that. Bobby Zuma. 15 love. Yeah, FAA is another one. All right, 15 love. Yeah, we say Poppy. Keegs for Kyrgios. Again, we just adopt the nicknames. And sometimes we come up with our own. As we're now from Zverev, into the backhand of Griekspoor, backhand out from Zverev, again to the forehand of Griekspoor, into the backhand of Zverev, Griekspoor slice, in the net, 30 love. But yeah, I think Le Monf, does it mean the Monf? If I write Le Monf in Google, it comes up with Monfils. Yeah, I'm looking here, it says here, 11 years ago on Reddit, Gael Monfils equals Le Monf. Why La Monf? And I think it means the month, like the month, he is him, I guess. But that's a nickname that's been used forever. Yeah, doesn't it mean the month? Yeah. So he's like the guy, right? He is him. But Monfils means something doesn't Monfils mean something as well? Like that translates to something? Was it something like my son or something? Or something like that? Somebody said the other day. 30-15. Yeah, it means my... Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So he's got... His last name already is... Yeah. Anyways, 40-15. It's Zverev to take the first. How's Pegula going, by the way? She is winning. All right, 40-15. 40 minutes played here. But Fiona, yeah, keep an eye on, see what else they come up with. See if there's any other tennis talk isms that you can hear. As that goes out by Griekspoor. 6-4. Medi for Medvedev. Yeah, there's a lot of them. All right. Zverev takes the first 6-4. He was down 3-love. Good recovery. Did Monfils win any 1000s? No. If Djokovic tries to play longer and longer, he will end up injured. Look, I've got to be honest. I'm probably not going to take a person who has the nickname Alcaraz's legend. I'm not going to take you seriously critiquing Djokovic. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like you are genuinely worried about him. So, yeah. So, I don't think someone... Look, talk about Alcaraz, but, like, I don't know if, like, I'm going to listen to your comments and take them seriously if you're saying Alcaraz is legend, but Djokovic might get injured. Oh, no. You don't care. You want him to get injured. You want him to retire. I get it. It's a bit weird, though. You don't critique Djokovic. Talk about Alcaraz. Pump up Alcaraz. Leave Djokovic alone. 10 winners and 6 errors from Zverev. 7 winners and 13 errors from Griekspoor. 3 breaks, all early in the set. And Zverev serving a little bit better. Actually, a lot better on the first serve, points won as well. Okay. Tiafoe versus Draper final for real? All right, 6-4. At Wimbledon, is that what you're saying? That could be the Wimbledon final. US Open final? Well, it was almost the US Open final last year. As that goes out by Zverev, 15-love. All right, 15-love. As that goes the net from Griekspoor, 15-all. Alcaraz will win, and some people will not accept that. Why are you starting fights? Chad, I think we got to start like anyone who comes in here and starts like trying to pick fights, I think we got to start throwing them out. It's one thing to have a discussion, but it's like someone to come in and be like, you can't accept that Alcaraz is going to win. It's like, what? I think nobody said that. As that goes the net from Griekspoor, and it's 15-30. Like, I get it, you're bored, but like, don't use, go do something productive, you know? All right. All right, Zverev for the smash in the net. 30-all. You may not have time to, but Gil did an excellent analysis on Fonseca versus Draper development in their careers in a post-third round commentary. Super insightful. I'll have to check it out. I haven't had time, you're right. But yeah, I'll have to check it. I might check it out next week. Especially if Draper keeps progressing, I'll watch it for sure. No, I love Gil's insights. He's great. 30-all. There's a bit of backhand pickup, but it's in the net by Griekspoor. 30-40 Zverev. You're so skeptical, Cam. What are you talking about? All right, 30-40. As a return from Zverev goes to the forehand of Griekspoor. He hits it out though. Zverev breaks. Zverev breaks. Okay. All right. Am I a magician? No. I think home court advantage will push Draper over the top in Wimbledon. In a bad way? That sounds like you mean that usually doesn't happen. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Oh. My bad. All right, one love. Zverev with a set and a break. As the return goes back in Zverev, back now from Griekspoor. Into the back in Zverev as Griekspoor slice in the net. 15 love. See, I think the thing I'm interested to see with Draper at Wimbledon is how he handles the pressure now. Because the pressure last year was like this much compared to this year. Because last year, he was coming in with like, he'd beaten Alcaraz. And I remember, and I get it, like the excitement was great. But I remember like the expectation on Draper after he beat Alcaraz at Queen's Club. And everyone's like, holy shit, he's going to win the whole thing. And he lost first round to Norrie. But this year, like that times 100, times 1,000. Because now he has big trophies. He is a contender this year, right? Last year, he was just like, he wasn't even seeded. So it's not even a dark horse. He's like kind of like just a fan favorite this time last year. The pressure he's going to deal with now is going to be a million times worse than it was last year. And last year, I remember people coming in and be like, Draper's going to win, Draper's going to win, Draper's going to win. And I was like, bro, he lost first round. And then, next year. He might win, but it's going to be so crazy. Like, it's going to be so different to last year. He's going to have to deal with that and everything else he has to deal with, Also, I wonder if him having a really good clay court season, how he's going to adjust. Because usually, for players that don't do well on clay have a better chance of like going back to the grass pretty quick. And then players that do really well on clay, like Ruud in past, doesn't give clay the grass, right? The time of day. So it'll be really fun to see as well how Draper goes from playing a really good clay court season, then having to transition onto the grass and change his game, Because remember, he won Indian Wells. He didn't win Miami. And he won Indian Wells and then he lost first round Miami. Indian Wells is slow, Miami's quick. Clay is slow, grass is quick. So he might not instantly go from Roland Garros to winning Queen's Club. In fact, if he does do that, that'd be very impressive. But again, we've got to try and... There's a lot of things that Draper has to do this year that's going to be totally different to last year. Zverev 2 love. But then compound that with that, plus all of the expectation that's like a million times worse this year. Like, that's what he's going to have to do. It's going to be a lot for Draper, It's going to be a lot to handle, And he might not handle it the first time. Like, I'm not expecting... That's why I'm not picking Draper to win Wimbledon, because I think all of that, we've seen more experienced players deal with that, like not deal with that as well, right? That expectation, right? So I'm not expecting Draper to win Wimbledon this year. I think he could one day, but like his first time as like the guy and all the expect. Because remember last year Murray was also around, so Murray kind of took a little bit of limelight off Draper, and Raducanu was there, but this time around it's like he is the guy. Like, he is the face of British tennis. He is the guy to do the thing. So I'm not expecting him to do the thing because that's a lot of pressure. After coming off a great clay court season where his game is a lot more, is a totally different style, to play. All right. Love 40, by the way. All right. Griekspoor. First serve is a fault, second serve. Zverev double break. All right, 3-love. 3-love. Okay. Zverev is manhandling Griekspoor. Why'd you say it like that? That sounds crazy. All right. 3-love. Also, trainer out on court. For Griekspoor. He has only won 1 out of the last 10 games. Oh, Griekspoor retired! Hey, what? What just happened? That was the quickest medical evaluation ever. What just happened? He didn't look injured at all. He looked like he was sick. Saw that coming? Did ya? I didn't. Griekspoor retires. Zverev is into the quarterfinals. What happened? I think he might be sick or something because he definitely doesn't have he doesn't have an ankle or leg or arm injury. He just looked like he was not feeling well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he felt well when he was up 3. He was looking great at 3-love. What the hell? That was random. They didn't even do an assessment. He basically just walked over and was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play. I'm out. I ain't doing this. That sucks. Well, the 5-set epic is not this week. Man, that's a bummer. Chad, I'll tell you what, lucky this wasn't a night match. What a riot. Would have been a riot. All right. So now that changes plans. He rage quit. I don't think he rage quit. I think he just must have been sick or something. He just must not have been feeling well. But yeah. So now, what's Pegula doing? We're just going to wait for Pegula to win so then we can watch Djokovic. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah, okay. Random. Very strange and random. Unexpected retirement. Griekspoor retired. From something. Again, must have been a... I'm thinking it was he must have been sick or something. And he came in with some illness or something. That's the only explanation. He played a lot of previous matches. Yeah, maybe he was fatigued. So Sasha will play the winner of Djokovic versus Norrie. All right. Oh, yeah, ab injury, did he? Okay. That makes more sense. Why he didn't get the treatment? He already had an injury from the previous match. Okay, that makes sense. Bad news for Novak, fresh Sasha. Yeah, I mean, Djokovic is probably going to think, shit, I better win today, straight sets, not have to, not have an extended match today. I think this might change Djokovic's it might change his outlook on what on his match against Norrie. He might have been like, I might just play, but I think Djokovic might come out here and just try to crush Norrie, to kind of get out of here as soon as possible, because I want to play a long 5-setter after Zverev just got a walkover. Sasha will beat Nole in 4. Okay. Fortunately, it happened now before the Nole match. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, now we can watch Djokovic's match uninterrupted, so that's fun. We're just going to wait for Pegula to win. May you confirm Nole didn't play any top 50 players until now? No, he played Zverev at the Australian Open. Today's Monday. I thought today was Tuesday. Oh, that's good. I think the guy meant RG Norway hasn't played in top 50. Oh, yeah. Nope, I mean, that's because a lot of players lost. A lot of upsets happened. Yeah, next match is Djokovic, but we're just waiting for Pegula to finish them and watch Djokovic. Yeah. Will my bet refund or what? Bro, do I look like a betting agency to you? Why are you asking me customer service questions? Hey, bro, can I get my money back for the betting? I don't know. Call them. The hell? Asking me questions I don't have the answers to because I don't work for the betting agency. I don't fucking know. The hell? I'm sorry, you've called the wrong number. This is Tennis Talk, the YouTube channel. It's not customer service for whatever your betting company is. Also, they don't sponsor the channel, so we're not trying to name names. Please try again. Cam is a serial bettor because he watches every match closely. Bro, if I was a serial bettor and I watched everything closely, do you think I'd be sitting here having fun? Come on now. I would be stressing my ass off, and I'd be cheerleading players. I don't cheerlead, only Dasher. I'd be cheerleading. I'd be super biased. Why you do this to Griekspoor by cursing? Thoughts on Draper match later? Draper wins in straights. Maybe a tiebreak. What's happening now with the bets I put on Zverev? So you get that money back and then you have to donate it to me. That's apparently the rules. So you get the refund, but then you have to give me the refund. So if you bet $50 and then you got that back, you have to pass it on to me. That's the rule. So if you just donate your refund, we can get that sorted for you. That'd be great. Thank you. Why did Griekspoor suddenly retire? Apparently he has an ab injury, which is a shame. Because he's really good on grass, so hopefully he can recover for the grass. Are there more retirements or walkovers than usual? We'll have to do the math and do the count through the years and see if there's more now or less. That would be a fun experiment to do on a rain delay. Counting how many retirements have happened this year compared to this time in previous years, right? This could have been a fun match, yeah. That's all right. We've still got some fun matches left. Why did Griekspoor retire? Ab injury, apparently. Seems like more to me. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Players are complaining of long season and many tournaments. Yeah, so am I. So are fans, a.k.a. me. I'm complaining. All right. Just waiting to see what Pegula's match does. All right. Your commentary is savage, Cam. Why don't you do Pegula's match instead? Because we're waiting for Djokovic to play. And I'm not going to watch 3 games of a match over on Pegula. We're just going to start from scratch when Djokovic comes back. Can Zverev beat Djokovic? Yeah. Then go and eat. I am not hungry. Zverev will beat Djokovic in the next round unless nerves. He should lose to old lanky man. For Alcaraz, again, same with the other guy. If your name has Federer, Nadal, Alcaraz, anyone else in it, and you're talking about someone else, I'm not gonna. No, you can't. Well, you can make a point, but also it's like, bro, I feel like you don't want Djokovic to win for some reason. You know, I feel like it's, if your name was, Dan, I'd hear you out. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, good points. But you, I feel like you might, I don't know. I feel like there might be something in the name that makes me think you don't want Djokovic to win. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just crazy. Was Griekspoor feeling ill when he was up 3-love? I was wondering. No, he had an ab tear, apparently, an abdominal issue. So he probably came out feeling great, and then as the match went on, maybe the magic wore off and he started to feel like shit. It's probably the same guy with his new account. Oh yeah, good question, good point. We should make a rule, no alt accounts. So if you come back after being timed out with another account, you are out again. And you are going to be out and out and out until the end of time. Because that's not cool. That's not learning from the mistakes. No, that's right, Dan. I thought it was an illness as well, but I think Gene said it was possibly it was an ab tear apparently. All right. Ab tears are no joke, yeah. And also they can get worse, if you keep playing. I think Zverev goes to semis because he's young. Okay. Today's matches are flying quickly. Yeah, they are, aren't they? It's been a pretty simple start. Has Norrie ever beaten the GOAT in a slam? No. He's never beaten Djokovic. Period. You predict Djokovic or Zverev? Djokovic. If Djokovic looks terrible today, though, then I might change my mind. But right now, I'm picking Djokovic to beat Zverev. I'm going to eat food, and then we're going to get it done. But Djokovic-Norrie coming up next. In hopefully, soon. It might be even like the next 20 minutes. But good win by good win. Zverev wins. Unfortunate win for Zverev. Griekspoor unable to play. Retirement looks like it seemed like somebody said an ab injury. But yeah, let's see what happens with Djokovic-Norrie because that match could be interesting in a couple of maybe 30 minutes or so.